What up, fam? Taking a second to get my chat going here. Hoping this stream. Oh, auto activate? Boom. Or something. I think it should connect. Might just take a quick second. I think this thing takes a little while. Service active. Da 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 da. Ding ding. Better work, darn it. Auto activate. I think these are all old streams though. Auto find and activate. Maybe. Not really. Alright. Bada bing. Reload. Reload. Oh crap, I didn't get on Instagram. That's alright though. Be alright. So how's everybody doing? You guys can hear me, I'm sure. I know, dude. I'm so bummed, bro. Really, my gut wrench is for that whole situation, bro. It's so terrible. Just utterly horrible. Nobody deserved that at all. And it's disgusting what some people are saying online. It's just horrifying what some people are saying, especially on X. Usually I stream to at least TikTok. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I do Twitch. I don't even know why, dude. I usually always have done Twitch at the same time as my other platforms, but I've never ever gotten or accumulated more than one viewer on Twitch. It's just weird. Yeah, man. I'm just bummed, dude. DoorDash on me. Hey, DoorDash me at Mocha Frappe. I mess with those, man. Those are awesome. Yeah, wild times, man. What I don't understand, right? What I don't understand is you're Charlie Kirk, right? If I'm Charlie Kirk, you know that people, I mean, not everybody, but there's a large group of people that generally aren't too fond of you. You are not their favorite character. In fact, maybe they despise you at a level. He would receive death threats. I mean, he has gotten numerous death threats. And the fact that, I mean, I have a $400 drone over here, the DJI Mini, that I could get out and fly for 30 minutes in the air up to, dude, it's like 4,000 feet. I mean, not that, I mean, that's really irrelevant, but the whole point is you're Charlie Kirk, and I get it. You should feel safe, and I get it. Okay, campuses are gun-free zones. Like, that really works. But why in the world don't you hire a guy? I mean, dude, you're so big. I guarantee you somebody do it for free for him just to help the guy out. I would if he was in my town. Hell yeah. I'd be glad to take my drone over there and fly it for you, my guy. And I'll keep an eye on the buildings. It's that simple. I mean, it blows my mind that his security detail, which he did have a small one, I think, isn't doesn't have the mental fortitude to think, man, he's getting pretty big. He's influencing a lot of young voters to go away from the norm of being liberal, especially on college campuses. Liberal can't most campuses, almost all of them are liberal in today. Colleges are liberal. They're just naturally left. And I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that's the case. But Kirk, was changing that very, very quickly. He was unbalancing the force with that. And they knew that. They knew that he was literally going to make it so the Democrats never got a vote in office again. Never had a president again. Because he is at the campuses campaigning and changing minds. He was the X factor in future elections in our country. He should have known damn well that if he was tipping the scales too far to not keep us. So, like, think about this. He started tipping the scales so far, we're no longer going to be a divided nation after a while. They don't want that. They don't want a nation. You know what I'm saying? They want us to keep separate and divided. He was changing that. Of course he had a target on his back. Of course he did. And he should have had the top, I mean, at minimum, he should have had people flying drones around his area. I mean, come on. Isn't that, it just blows my mind nobody had a drone there. Because people just do that for the hell of it to see how big of a crowd he has and stuff. And that they would have caught him like that. Just like that. He wasn't that far away. All you would have to do is take a drone up 500 feet and do a 360 and you'd have spotted that guy. No problem. It's just wild to me that all the money he has, I mean, all the popularity and just, I don't know. I just can't get past that one. I was talking to my girlfriend about it and I'm just like, why did nobody have any drones flying around there, man? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. And the video was horrifying. I mean, it's just, and anybody that is a troll and saying nasty things, you deserve a freaking place right next to Satan in hell, because I don't care if you're left, right, upside down, backwards. That was the most horrific, like, sad and just, it was sick. It was sickening, dude. It was just sickening, dude. I don't even know how to put it, dude. It's just, oh. I mean, dude, and it's like, when I first heard it, I was like, no way, you know? So I get online and I'm like going to TikTok to see what the news is just to hear it and stuff. And that's the first thing I see. It just made me sick to my stomach, dude. No, I know. And that's it too. So, did you guys see? I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna play all the shit because everybody's already seen it all. You've all already seen it all if you have been online at all. And I'm sorry, the shooter was military grade. No doubt in my mind, I feel. This is all for entertainment purposes only. This is just my opinion. I have no bearing in actual facts at all. This is all speculation 100%. I mean, there's some evidence of what we see on the videos and stuff, but you obviously cannot verify things based on that. But based on his movements, based on the length of shot, based on the fact that he even got on top of that building, because guys, that wasn't a that wasn't a ladder height building. He almost had to have gotten into some sort of. He had to have almost he had to have found a way up to the top of the roof prior to the fact. He had that whole thing scouted and planned. He had been there prior, weeks prior maybe, scouted the area, found the maintenance entrance to the roof, and that's what he took. He had to have. It's just he didn't take no ladder. This was a top level military grade assassination. Did you see him run after he shot? One shot, and I swear it didn't even merely hit Charlie, and he's up running and then diving on the ground and hiding and knows that and knows how to do that. That's wild. As soon as I seen it hit his neck, I knew it was a 223. I knew it was a 5.56. I knew it immediately. As soon as I seen it hit his neck, I'm like, yep, And I heard it. That's AR-15, 100%. And that's in that gun is, and you guys, and I hate to say it, I'm usually a really big Pro 2A guy. I'm all for it. I love my ARs. I love my guns. But the more and more and more violence I see, the more I grow older, I'm starting to lean towards, I just don't think that certain people, I don't know how you would just differentiate who could and who couldn't. I don't know. I can't really say. It'd be hard to. But I'm like getting to the point where people don't need those guns anymore. I don't think they do. People can, it's today's age. Either that or they need to make it a lot harder to get one. A lot harder. Like you have to take a course, like a multi-day course with a professional uh person, or a military guy or a cop, something. You should have to take a course, a multi-day course. You should have to be forthright with what your intentions are for that firearm. I'm sorry, it's not hard enough, dude. It is not hard enough. You think 308 based on the hole size? Dude, I don't know. 308 would have punched him way harder than that, I think, but I could be wrong. I think a 308 would have just, oh my God, it would have been bad, bad, bad. It was bad, but I don't know. I think because those 223s tumble. So, they're they can be like this. You know what I mean? They don't hit square or, perfectly like beeline you. They tumble. So I don't know. It sounded like a 223, but it's just, I'm to the point where it's like, I'm sorry, and there's just no way an 18-year-old should ever be able to buy one. Period. Period. If you have to be 21 to buy a pistol, you should absolutely, without question, have to be 21, if not older, to buy an AR-15. And I'm usually this Pro 2A guy, but I'm not. I can't be anymore. It's gotten so bad, guys. And I know it's not the answer because it's like I tell my girl, it's like they've already put out too many guns in circulation to ever truly stop it correctly, right? So I understand that. I get that. But to me, we gotta stop letting these AR-15, because dude, I mean, he could have, sure, okay, devil's advocate. Yes, he could have grabbed a deer rifle and done the same thing in theory, right? But the deer rifle is not as compact. It doesn't break down into two pieces really quickly. A deer rifle's one piece, and you're walking up onto the roof, and you have to have, you aren't hiding it in a backpack. You could literally, I mean, I got a 7-inch AR. That's the size. It's a pistol grade. Like it could fit in a freaking my pants. You know what I mean? Like damn near. I don't know. And they're just so compact and just so lethal. It's just, there's just got to be there's got to be some change. I don't know what it is. It's just so bad. I don't even know how to say it. We look so bad to other countries, guys. We look so bad. And I understand that, if you outlaw guns, only outlaws will have guns. I get that. I totally get that. I do. That's why it's so hard. As I grow older and wiser, we do have a gun problem in this country. We do, to a degree. Now, whether it be stricter screening for people to get these firearms, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe they need more screening. Maybe you should have to answer a questionnaire of some sort. Maybe you should have to prove your knowledge of that firearm and that you are efficient and you know how to use it. But yet, it's just like, how do you do it and know what somebody's intentions are when they're buying that gun? How can you know what their intentions are when they're buying that gun? You just can't. I don't know. Just like that guy that I seen the video of, that kid that shot up that Catholic school. I mean, dude, the kid had a freaking arsenal, pistols, you name it. It didn't matter. He had it all. And it's like, he's legally buying these, and if he's not, his parents must have been. And it's just like, what is wrong with you people? I'm really, dude, I'm not usually like that. I'm not usually like that, you guys. I wouldn't call myself a hardcore Republican or Democrat. I'm a little bit in the middle. But guys, there just needs to be something done in the sense of harsher screening of some sort. Like, I just don't think an 18-year-old should be able to walk into oh, what was I gonna say? Like, MC Sports, but you guys don't know that. That's freaking local. But like a Jay's or a gun store and buy a AR-15. I just think it's asinine. I mean, dude, why? To me, you should have it at least be 21. That's an easy fix. That's not me being like super like liberal about it. That's just me being like common sense about it. Like, why would you be 21 for a pistol but not 21 for semi-automatic that holds 30 rounds? If not, you can get 100 round mags for it. All mine are double stacked. I got, mine are 60 rounds. I mean, that's just insane. That's insane. Yeah, it is pistol classified, but New York is strict, huh? See, and I understand that too. I get it, guys. Yeah, and I understand the devil's advocate side of things. I do. The gun debate. I think as I grow older, I just think, man, it's what do we got to do to change something? Because I don't agree with taking them. I don't agree with that because that'll never solve anything. Taking the guns out of good people's hands will never solve it. It won't, because there's already too many in circulation. So there will always be, and then it will only be the bad guys with the guns. That's a fact. But these new upcoming kids or whatever is going on, these shooters buying them, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, rifles lately it seems like they've been in more, but you could be correct on that. It seems like lately they've been in more, used more in shootings. But you guys, I don't know. Like, I'm also to the point. I'm also on the side of, like, are these just random acts? Are these shootings just random people having a random agenda, doing a random assassination? I find that hard to believe as well. And I'm saying that even down to, not to get too far onto the tinfoil hat thing, but even the school ones, even the ones that happen at the schools. I don't think that they're random. I don't think that there's just kids one day that decide they want to just go massacre a bunch of kids. Like, I think that there is something going on with them psychologically that may be out of their control, that is being influenced by, I'm not even going to say who, I don't know who. Somebody with an agenda apparently. But somebody, I think that these people, maybe not the Charlie Kirk situation. I think that was military grade government, possibly not our government per se, but just like CIA type, like JFK type shit, like that. Like, I feel like he was not some random college kid who was, you know, hating on him because of his talking about his transgender rhetoric. I don't think it was something like that. I think it was like, deep state maybe, or like, I don't know, Blackstone or something. I don't know. I don't like saying too much, but I think that no, I agree. We do have, there's a huge mental health problem, and that's the problem, is people with the mental health are somehow acquiring the firearms. Like, to me, if you are on a, like, for example, and this is just my opinion, guys, so don't freaking, you know, slay, you don't chastise me or nothing like that. Just, but like, if you're on a prescription for antidepressants, boom, off the list. You can't buy a gun. That's how it's got to be. If you're on a prescription for low dopamine, or if it has anything to do with mental, you're off the list. I'm sorry. And I don't know what else to do, but I know if you've been to the psych ward one time, you're off the list, and that's a database that they can search and get to. And that's a fact. If you've been to the psych ward um just one time, you're off the list. I'm pretty sure of that. Um yeah, I mean, Topo, uh, I'm not gonna respond to that. But I hate to say it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to argue. It really is. And haven't the last three been like male males who identified as she her? Haven't the last three big shootings or whatever? And I'm not saying that's the only ones, because obviously there's a lot more doing that type of stuff than just them, just that group. But it seems to be the trend as of late that it is that group. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. They took our ability to survive away from us. We know it. There's no way to safety, so we sit and take this like a bunch of, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. See, and there you go. There you go, Flix Flux. There you go. And that's the thing. There goes 50% of veterans buying guns. That's messed up. Now you see, now that's what, but that is right there how hard it is to work around making the gun laws what they should be. I sat there and just said no scripts. Well, a lot of veterans have PTSD, so they shouldn't be able to buy a gun. Who am I to say that? They fought for our country, right? Maybe they should, you know what I mean? I can't, how should I be able to say that? That's kind of messed up. So it's like there's always just a tit for tat in that game, dude. It's so hard. And I love our veterans. So, you know, of course I think they should own guns. Yes, absolutely. They should never have that ability taken away unless they are a self-harm or, you know, issue like that. And that's the thing. It has to be a case by case option, but who is the one you're going to pick to be that judge and jury of who deserves a gun and who doesn't? Boy, I wouldn't want to be that guy, you know? It's just such a tough subject. I agree though. I want to dude, I would be devastated if if they played that game and took our guns. I'd be devastated. You know, cuz lately I've never felt like in this country, guys. And this isn't just some big old bash on America fest here. I'm not trying to do that. I love this country and what it stands for the most part, and you know, I would fight no problem for to preserve it and stuff, but yeah, I mean, end of the day, I don't know, it's such a tough subject. It's just we we need our arms because it's just something that our founding fathers put in and they know why, you know. And are these big events ploys to come after them? I don't know, because it seems like when a Republican's in office, it's not even a question. It doesn't matter what takes place, but it seems the right will not even remotely let anybody go for the guns. So I know, dude. I agree. I'm so devastated about Charlie, dude. I'm so devastated about Charlie Kirk. It really, really, definitely. It's a truly shot heard around the world thing. It is. It's a shot heard around the world, and yeah, this one touched my soul, bro. This one really touched my soul, dude. I haven't cried or anything like that, but like I don't even know. I'm just so at a loss. And then you get on Twitter, and I don't want to bring these people up because I can't even stand giving them the time of day. But then you go on Twitter and you see some of these people's nasty, rotten, just purely evil things that they're saying about this guy. I mean, and I'm sorry, and I'm not, you know, I'm not trying to pick sides here because I love all my followers, regardless of your political affiliation. I love all of my followers. So I don't like to be one way or the other, at least, you know, too openly all the time, right? Because I see good in both. I do. But the way that certain people, certain bad apples on the left side of the politics are acting about Charlie Kirk's death is nothing short of absolutely horrendous. Horrid, every word in the book that is just vile and just sick. And I mean, to me, it's like sometimes I wish we'd find every one of them and hunt them down and lock every one of them bastards up saying nasty shit like that. There's no way, bro, that I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, but from an outsider looking in, calm, like say I'm playing an independent. The right never does shit like this, bro. We do not. Like they don't do shit like this. Like they don't come after an assassination and continue to do and say and clap and cheer and laugh. And I mean, how could you do something like that after seeing that video? You have to have you have to be so mentally inept and mentally disconnected to see that video and say you're glad that that happened. You are the scum of the earth. And honestly, I wouldn't, if you were on fire, I wouldn't piss on you to put it out. Let's put it that way. I would not do a thing for those people because it's just rotten, 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 rotten. And I'm sorry. I just can't. Oh, I can't. That to me, you do not. There's just lines you draw here. There's levels to this shit. All right. And come on, are we five? Are we adults? Are we human? Or are we animals here? Yes, people should be able to strongly disagree with each other and not feel the need to kill each other, for Pete's sake. And not say nasty things. Like some of these people, like one of them was a New Orleans firefighter on Twitter. I hope I'm pretty sure they fired her because of what she said. You know? Yeah, they're wretched, evil. They're demonic. It's demonic. And it's so weird because like usually and I understand it for those of you that are left in my platforms, right? Are here and you're from the left. Um I'm not hating on your whole I'm not hating on the Democrats as a whole. There's a few bad apples in there that are really, really, really making a bad name for the Democratic Party right now. And it sucks because one bad apple sours the whole batch, right? But it's just if people from the right did what they're doing right now in the same situation, it would be the end of the world. All right. And they're sitting here pretty much dancing on Charlie Kirk's, you know, grave already. At the end of the day, I feel like, and also it's the left that's always for the the gun control, right? But if I'm not mistaken, the last like three major televised and like in media outleted shootings, haven't they all been Democrats? I mean, am I wrong about that? I'm not sure. I could just be saying that out of my neck, but I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, that's the irony of that situation. And, you know, you just don't see the right making assassination attempts. Biden never got an attempt on his life. I mean, you just don't see the assassination attempts from, the right side of things, but it seems like the left side, you're seeing them. And now that could go back to something bigger than just the party itself and the people within, right? That could go back to a much deeper group, I guess you'd say, of people that are in control of this stuff. A lot of people were saying like Soros and like those type of guys. So Yeah, I think so. I think they've been taken over, um, possibly by demons. Sure. So still nobody has been arrested, right? Yeah, the Alphabet Club. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at with it for sure. And I hate to say it, but um, I'm gonna say too that it is um, it's how do I say it? Ultra at work, right? Without the other, ultra at work going on there, and I truly believe that. Um, you remember the video we watched not too long ago about the whole biosphere thing? Uh, yeah, shooter's still at large. That's crazy to me. And to me, I hate to say it, they're not going to catch him. They're just probably going to bring somebody in that they know is not it, or they're just going to use some patsy. And also, did you guys hear as well that the original guy that they apprehended, the old man, I guess he, as soon as the shooting took place, he claimed to the cops, it was me. And that's why he got arrested. But they believe that that was a distraction so the main guy could get away. Huh. So that's the level at which they plan this. That's the level at which they plan this. And that's messed up. That's messed up. Super sad. I'm not sure about something happened tomorrow. I'm not sure. Oh heck yeah, exactly, Tim. Exactly. Oh yeah, for sure. They never stopped. And I think and in fact, I think they've gotten 100 times better at it, maybe like legitimately 100 times better at it. Now, not only do they get into the mind, I believe they get into the frequency, the biosphere, you name it. Um, they can do it. They can do it with very much so ease, very easily. They can do it, and and I think they can damn near write code into your head, like they can upload freaking thoughts into your head if they want. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm going way too far with that, but I really believe that they can actually upload thoughts. And, you know, like you said, if yeah, they're so good at it now. It's with AI and stuff, dude, like it's so I mean, dude, I mean, what not even I bet you they're 1,000 times better at it if you want to get on the like not being a like exaggerating. Like that's a factual thing. Like they're probably 1,000 times better at at infiltrating the mind than they used to be for sure. Yeah. He says videos of the shooter. Videos of shooter on the roof, 911 calls about the shooter with the clothes, description, and rifle in hand, and his location. Still never caught the guy. Interesting. little little odd. The next few months, oh man, it's and then so then all right. MK ultra violent, kill it on the subway. Oh my god, yeah. No, did he say that? That messenger no importante. He says this MK Ultra Violent. The killer on the subway said something in his body forced him to do it. Why do they all say that? Why do they all say that? Sure, maybe sometimes it's schizophrenia, paranoid schizophrenia, whatever. But these guys continuously that do these type of things have the same damn story. I couldn't control the thoughts. I had voices in my head tell me to do it. I couldn't resist. I had to do it because something was telling me to. Like it's the same story over and over again. You know, I don't know. This has really never made it to the public that well. It didn't get to the news very well or the media, but it was God. What was it? 2 years ago now, maybe. And it was at this. Um, this like theme park or whatever, this roller coaster park in Colorado, maybe. It's a semi-popular a little venue or whatever, little spot to go roller coaster and have fun. But basically, this dude, the night prior to it opening, he went and he got his vest, his tactical vest, his bulletproof vest, fatigues, boots, you name it, he got it. He got his AR, like over 1,000 rounds, maybe more. Plus, he had a pistol, and then you just name it, he had it. He had, I mean, thousands of rounds, and just they an arsenal. I think he might even had a bomb. I don't know. I swear they said he had a bomb of some sort. But anyway, he hops the fence to the theme park and goes to the, I think, girls' bathroom for some reason, probably to hide. I don't know. I swear it was. But he goes in there, sets up, and basically what his plan was initially was to, once the theme park got full, do the dirty deed, you know what I mean? Do the deed. And just and take out as many as he possibly could at the theme park that day. And they open the theme park the next morning. The staff goes into the bathrooms and all that stuff to check everything out. They walk into the bathroom, and there he is, deceased on the floor, self-inflicted, with apparently like writing on the wall or something that said, I am not a iller, like I am not a murderer. I don't know what's going on with me, but I can't control it. I had to do this, so because I don't want to take life. I don't want to be a iller. So he like literally took his own life in the process, because it was just such an overwhelming urge that he had that he couldn't control. So he took his own life. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But the team's community have a mental illness. I'll say they're not right. Oh, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's at this point, it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue that, bro. That, and I don't like. It's easier if you guys say it in the comments sometimes than I do out loud. But yeah, no, we're on the same page, dude, big time. And it seems, and that's one thing that people take for granted, the fact that that group, and it seems like I was telling my girlfriend earlier, the women in that group, the she, he, they, them thing, the women in that group that convert to male don't get near the attention, publicity, or there's just not as big of a story surrounding them. Like when you think like the trans community, right? And I'm not hating, I don't care what you do, none of my business, whatever. I'm not a hater of that stuff. But it seems that the men who I don't know what go to women get a lot more publicity, they get a lot more attention, and they're more the face of the group. Would you agree? I mean, I think that's kind of the narrative that the men that um keep wanting to say transform, but I don't know, to women get a lot more of the attention. And I think that sometimes people forget that you're talking shit to these people, but remember, they are men. They're a male that transformed to a female. Okay? But they still have that male there. They're not women. I feel like this is happening. You don't see women who went to men committing these crimes. You see the men who went to women committing these crimes. And people forget just because they, transition. There you go. Transition. God dang it. I couldn't think of that freaking word for some reason. I kept wanting to say transform, and I'm like, God dang it. You sound like a jackass. So transitions, right? They, from men to woman are still at their core hot-headed men that want that if you talk too much shit, you know, they did not transform. I know. That's what I was trying to say. I know. But I'm not trying, dude. I gotta be politically correct here, guys. I gotta be politically correct. Losing it on. Oh yeah, PCP's a really bad one. And yes, yeah, exactly. That's what I was, you know, telling Brooklyn earlier. I'm like, you forget these people are taking what their body doesn't naturally want to produce. You know, the men are taking estrogen, the women are taking testosterone, and you're throwing off your natural balance. Of course, that's going to lead to things like depression, sadness, uh, self-loathing. You know what I mean? Just, of course, that's going to mess with your chemical balance. I mean, geez, oh, Pete's. Yes, that's for sure. Ha, only chance I know is my car. That's cool. He said Transformers, I'm dying. I know, dude. I couldn't think of it. But dude, I want to show you guys this. Like now that we've been on this subject for a while, I thought this was a really good take. And I just like it because it's showing that community who I will say is the most active in the hate rhetoric against Charlie Kirk. I mean, I saw one of the most horrific comments on Twitter from a transgender. How do you say it? Do you say transgender female if it's male to female, or a transgender male that's transgender to female? I don't freaking know. But anyway, and that is the group of liberals that is most attacking Charlie Kirk and saying horrid, just vile things about him. It seems to be that group more than any. So I found this video I came across of Jeffree Star talking about the whole thing that happened with Charlie Kirk and his take. It just, it was really good. And I had to, I'm going to share it with you guys. I got to share it with you guys. Let's see what we got here. And dude, like I knew it was gonna go viral as hell on Facebook, dude. Like as soon as I shared it, dude, boom, skyrocketing. Just because, dude, it's a take from somebody who is actually, I think I don't know what he identifies as, to be honest, but you know what he is. He's a transgender male that went to female, right? And it's just his take is good to put out there because he is part of that community and he's talking sense. He's actually talking sense. Like this guy's not dumb. He's a smart person, really. Um, Hold on here, guys. Bing. Let me go here. Let's do that. Okay. Let's see here. And I gotta pause.
Y'all, I'm not gonna.
Boom. Okay. Let's center that. Center. Okay. And then I gotta go to, hey, you guys, no audio foo bars today, eh? Ha. Moving up in the world. We're figuring it out, y'all. We're figuring it out. All right, let's see here. Monitor and output. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding. Oh, come on. Okay, anywho. So it should be good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. And where are we at here? That's the same? No. Okay. Let's see. Oh shit. I'm not wearing my freaking headphones at all. Well, I'll be dipped. I can't really son of a biscuit. Hold on guys, I gotta go grab my headphones real quick. Thought they were in here. They must be in the living room. And I can't play it over the Mac because it'll reverb in the mic. So hold on. found them. They've fallen on the floor under the kitchen table for some reason. Let's get these hooked up here, guys, so I can listen along with you. Might have to upgrade these here soon. Okay. This is a W take from Jeffree Star. Let me know if you guys can hear it. You should be able to. One of the best takes I've heard on the Charlie Kirk situation is from that of Jeffree Star. Take a listen.
Charlie Kirk.
Can you guys hear it? Hold on. God damn it. You fucking guys. Hold on, fam. Hold on. I can't hear it. Okay. No, not that input. I don't want that input. God. I want the UMC. Bing. And the AG. Bing. Oh, man. One of the... Nope. Shit. Shit. Hold on, guys. Damn it. I'll try bringing the video back on here. Oh, that's a bummer. Big time, dude. Let me try this. Audio input. Is there an audio output capture? Capture source card, audio input, audio output. No. Bummer. Hold on here. I should have had the damn thing hooked up before I frickin' started streaming. I just completely forgot to put them on. Because it's stupid. If I don't, like, it wants me to shut down and restart OBS in order to pick up my headphones. Freaking annoying, dude. It never used to be like that. It used to always connect. I don't know why all of a sudden it started doing that. It's like so irritating. Okay, noise cancellation. I mean, it's all good. It's connected, except it's just not on the on my OBS. All right, I'm gonna go off and monitor on. Close. Okay, let's see. Let's try this again. Okay, that's 780. Let's try this again. Y'all, I'm not gonna. Just let me know if you guys can hear it. I can remember what he says generally, so just make sure you guys can hear it and let me know. Okay. Here we go. One of the best takes I've heard on the Charlie Kirk situation is from that of Jeffree Star. Take a listen.
Charlie Kirk was just shot and is now passed away while he was debating at the Utah Valley College. And this happened while we've been streaming. I'm literally been editing a video. I'm about to upload it right now. And I'm literally stunned. Like, what is going on, dude? For speaking the truth, that's what happened? Are you fucking kidding me right now? If you watch me daily, we don't really get political in this room. We're all about positivity, makeup, sarcasm, jokes, trolling, clapping back, being fun. Okay, this is a grown man who fought for the truth, who went all around our country debating people of all walks of life, walks of religion, walks of sexuality. He debated everybody. And if you're in here saying it wasn't the truth, you are a they, them loser, okay? You are one of those people who doesn't want to live in reality. You want to live in your weird little brain up here. Okay? You are delusional. You are not right in the head. Okay? So any of you weirdos coming in here, Charlie fought for the truth. He debated people all over this country. And he didn't care what you were. He still had a conversation with everybody. Why did I respect him? Because he knows reality.
He's like, because he knew reality. I mean, dude, W take from Jeffree Star for sure. I thought that was really, because let's face it, that community uh, they hate Charlie Kirk. They hate him, absolutely hate him. Um, so it was just refreshing to see, a celebrity to his stature, because I didn't even know who he was until, like, God, I don't even know, last year maybe. You know what I mean? I'm like, my girl's talking about it, I'm like, who's Jeffrey? Who? Jeffree Star? And yeah, but no, he's like, it was just refreshing to see a take from somebody in that community that has common sense and moral compass. Like, my God. Yeah, that's Jeffree Star. Yeah, transgender farmer. I thought he was a farmer. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to say it because I don't know for sure, and I just didn't want to say something that I wasn't sure of. But yeah, that's the last I knew, is that he went, kind of quit the whole like celeb scene, because I guess he doesn't really like to partake. Like, he doesn't like the celebrity scene that much. Like, as odd of a guy as he is, I think he's just got a little. He's got like a moral standard, I guess, in a way. It's kind of just odd, kind of, but he does. Um, yeah, he's not a huge fan of the whole, cabal shit, the devil shit. I don't think he's into all that crap. But I don't know. Dude, that's a bummer, guys. I can't hear. I'm not gonna be able to hear shit all, dude. I hate to do it. I don't know. I might have to jump back in this fucking live. I'm sorry, guys. God damn it. There's no reason it should be. There's no reason OBS should make me actually shut the app down just to get my headphones hooked up. Isn't that insane? You know what? Maybe I'll try. You know what? Maybe I'll try. I'm gonna try this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try hooking up to my RCA's to that. Hold on. Maybe that's what it is too. Maybe that's it won't take me long. I just gotta go grab my other set of headphones here real quick. Here. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna start playing this video for you guys so you guys ain't just sitting here. This guy is a former naval intelligence officer. Okay? Excuse me, holy crap. Former naval intelligence officer who was basically allowed to see top secret security clearance level things and documents and see things and work on missions and all that stuff. Well, he all of a sudden, out of nowhere, on TikTok, dude, just started spilling the tea. Like, he straight up was just going ham on just laying it all out there about what he knows because of the position he worked in as the naval intelligence officer. And some of the stuff that he covers is it's our world stuff, you know what I mean? It's our niche stuff, and he says some awesome things and verifies based on him, like, so we can't just sit there and say, okay, this is a factual 100% sure thing that this guy is who he says he is, but he seems genuine, it seems legit, and I feel like he's not lying. But anyway, he'll cover why he moved out of our country, and the shape of the earth, you name it. He covers quite a bit, and it's this video is about 15 minutes long, but I really wanted to listen with you guys on this one, so I'm gonna go try. Well, I've watched it a few times, so I can remember the gist of it. But while you guys are watching this, I'm gonna go find my headphones and see if I can't plug into here and without having to, because I don't want to shut OBS down. It's a pain in the ass. Okay. This should work just
or
dandy.
so.
Oh, I can
And
hear
it
it.
was a video saying
Let's
former
freaking go.
naval intelligence officer
That's
warns the
awesome.
people of America.
Yes.
And a lot of people responded.
Awesome.
I have a lot of questions here. I didn't expect the views that I got. If you go to my channel, I don't make
We're in
content
business,
like
y'all.
this. I mean, I'm a drummer, okay? When I got out of the Navy, I started playing the drums. Even when I was younger,
Yeah, I love
and
the
my
donation, guys.
channel was
Thank you so
about
much.
music. It wasn't even about
Crisis.
any of this stuff.
Cryptic
I don't make any
Crisis.
money off of TikTok.
You're awesome. I
My
love
channel is
donations.
not
Thank you.
monetized.
Thank you so much, guys.
Not making any of this stuff up.
I'm surprised, though.
I am
Usually I
not
have...
spreading
I don't know if
lies
those
or
numbers are
deception
necessarily right
or any of it.
on that. I don't know if those numbers are necessarily right. You know what I need to do more often, too? I notice a lot of pro streamers do this. They will have two... And I have two monitors here. They'll have one of the monitors set up as actually watching their own stream on it to make sure everything is gravy. You know what I mean? I need to do that, actually. Let's see. We don't want to mirror. Stop mirroring. Uh-oh. Okay. That scared me for a second, y'all. We're still good, right? Yeah, we're still streaming. We good. We good. We Gucci. Okay. Okay. So we good there. Uh-oh. Freaked out for a second. Okay. Hold on here. Thank you so much again for the donation. I love that. That is awesome. Okay. What was that? Train of thought. Yeah. Hold on. Safari. Yeah, I just wanted to see real quick. Awesome. Thank you so much, Billy Brew. You are the man. I think you read a man. Yeah, just make sure. Huh. Yeah, yours read it. I'm surprised. Well, it's because Cryptid Crisis didn't put any words down. But yeah, if you donate, guys, it'll read your comment. I forgot to tell you all that. Yeah, I got it set up so if you donate, it'll read your comment. And I think as long as obviously if it's not vile or nasty, you know what I mean? I think it has a filter for stuff like that. So don't try to be like that. But yeah, if you donate, it will read your comment. So if you have a question or anything like that you want me to see or answer, if you donate, I will 100% see it. I'll hear it right in my ears. Okay. Bing. I've been golfing. Yeah, you see YNW Melly, his buddy took the plea deal. Everybody thinks he's snitching. Bing. I don't know if you guys even follow that. I've been following him for years. Okay, cool. Hold on here. I just want to make sure. Bing. I do not want to hear myself. That drives me nuts. Cool. Here's my chat over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Where does it say? The number 144 watching right now. I'm surprised. Usually I have God, the last couple times I've had more than, God, it was 250 or something. I wonder if it's because it is a little late. I swear to God, sometimes the later I go, though, the more people. And you know why? I feel like that's because there's just not a lot of streamers online at that time. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I'm going to throw this over here. Bada bing. And keep that there. Okay, guys, sorry. Sorry for stalling. We're going back to this gentleman here, right? Meow.
If you believe that, then just keep scrolling. If not, stick around because this is going to get kind of interesting here. There was a lot of great questions by you people, the viewer. So I want to be able to answer some of these questions for you. There was a lot. So what I did was I chose 8 that I thought were needed answering. Very interesting questions. Some of them were not even part of the topic that I was speaking about. So let's get into it, okay? The first question, and I have to put on my glasses. Sorry, my eyes are not that great anymore. First question, what do you know about them spraying the skies? I know a lot about that, actually.
Wow.
Answer in short, okay? The reason why they are spraying the skies, and they usually start around 7:30, 8:30, 9:30 a.m. is to block out the blue natural light that comes from the sun.
Huh.
The sun has 3 spectrums. It's going to be morning, afternoon, and dusk. And the sun puts out a natural light, which would be like a blue light that is very essential for your neurowaves and neuropaths in your brain. This is a fact. You can even ask any neuroscientist or, doctor, and they will tell you the same thing. So when you block out the blue light that comes from the sun in the early mornings, it basically dumbs you down. Your brain cannot function properly, and you are a lot easier to control. There are other reasons that they do this, but this is one of the main reasons. I've heard people say, oh, they're blocking out Nibiru, and they're... Listen, we live in a dome. Let's just get this straight, okay?
What?
There is no solar system. There are other places.
Did y'all hear that from the Naval Intelligence Officer? Did y'all hear that? Now, YouTube, this guy could just be making all this up. It's no verified fact that he is for sure a former naval intelligence officer, so don't take what he is saying as absolute fact or truth, because he could be doing this all as satire. He didn't say a satire on his account, but he could be making it all up very easily. So I just wanted to put that out there before we continue, because he does touch on some touchy subjects coming up here very soon. Like that one right there, saying we lived in a dome. Now, that's just what he says, so it's not Bible, right? Continue.
Beyond our reach, but it is not in outer space, okay? It is not up in the sky like you think. So let's just get past that for a second. So the reason why they're spraying it is to block out the blue light. This is very important that you understand this. Blue light. Go look it up. Do some research on it. This is the main reason. This is why they spray early in the morning. Okay. Second question. Again, glasses. Safe areas in the States. This was probably the number one question that I was asked when I made this video. And again, I did not expect the amount of views and the questions. And I'm glad that you participated and started asking questions, because I don't know everything, but I do know a lot. And what I do know, I'm willing to share. Okay? So safe areas in the United States. Well, people say, well, why would people ask about safe areas? What is this about? Just in case you didn't see my other video. And I had warned people to stay away from coastlines and the Mississippi River, and said that you should migrate toward the center of the country, or at least away from the coastline. So when people ask about safe areas in the United States, look, anywhere that has high elevation or that's away from the coastline is always going to be a plus. Wow. The only thing you have to be careful of is the flat plains, anything that has flat plain land. There's a lot of flat plain land in Iowa, Missouri, and certain places in the Midwest that you do have to be careful for. But anything with higher elevation is going to be a huge plus. A lot of people are just not in the position to move, nor can they move. They don't have the money, the finances. They have kids in school. Listen, I understand all that. But I'm just letting you know, by 2027, if you can, get away from the coastline. Okay, the next question, and this kind of coincides with the first question. When will this happen? Look, I don't have a crystal ball, and nor do I claim to be God. I'm only going to go by documents that I've seen, that I shouldn't be sharing with you, but anyway, documents that I've seen that coincide with this, okay? And this is 100% fact. When I say when this will happen, short answer, by 2027. It could be sooner. It could be next month. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. But by 2027, from the documents that I read and from what I've seen, there was a agenda here to change things around as far as what the United States is going to look like. Okay.
So check this out. He doesn't repeat this in this video, But why he did this longer video here answering questions is because he did like a 5-part series, right? Of this girl interviewing him, asking him certain things. Oh wait, yeah, I'm good. Okay. Asking him about certain things. Basically he said what is going to happen is the coastlines are going to flood. And he goes on to say that why do you think the United States hasn't been putting money into the electrical grid or infrastructure? Why do you think that they haven't been updating their infrastructure to keep up with China or Dubai or the like? Because they don't want to waste the money if they're just gonna have a big old friggin' flood. Maybe reset, if you will. So that kind of blew my mind. I have always wondered why the hell our infrastructure sucks so bad. And our electrical grid sucks so bad. Always wondered that. Maybe he's on something.
Next question. I need my glasses again. This is a great question, by the way. Whoever sent me this. What do you know about the food supply? Great question. Matter of fact, that should be one of the number one concerns on your mind, is what you put in your body. So what do I know about the food system or food supply? Well, number one, it's full of poison. Number two, it's full of parasites. So if you buy your groceries at any of the big chain stores, it's probably not a good idea. There's a lot of parasites in the foods that are being produced right now, and they are also full of chemicals that your body cannot digest naturally.
Nasty, bro.
And this is a great question. And yeah, I'm going to do a follow-up video about this food supply thing. This is really important because this has to do with your health, okay? Real quick, when you buy vegetables or fruits or anything like that, the best thing to do is put it in a bowl of water and pour some apple cider vinegar on it. And that will alleviate and get rid of any...
So, dude, I get this all the time. I've always had heavy eyes, okay? And, dude, I won't lie. When I stream, I'm regarding this guy saying I'm on drugs. I'm not on drugs. When I stream late, but I tend to be a night owl, so I stay up. And I've had a long day. Yesterday, I pulled an all-nighter. So I pulled an all-nighter last night. Yeah. I pulled an all-nighter last night. And generally I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. So I am tired. But dude, like the last thing in the world I would do is go stream after I'm on fentanyl, bro. Come on, dog. Like I am tired, but I'm not on perks. I'm not on fentanyl. I'm just literally freaking wore out from working. And then, like I said, I wasn't planning on coming on tonight because I wanted to go to bed and then maybe stream tomorrow night. But the Charlie Kirk thing took place, and I felt like I should probably hop on and say something about it. So, this guy's channel, actually, let me look real quick. And dude, it's hard to sometimes like, cause dude, okay, so I know, dude, I know. I'm not on drugs. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm saying I'm not on drugs, bro. Like I'm not on drugs. Like I'm just tired, bro. Like I worked all day today, posted on, like I was literally falling asleep my last post on Facebook. And then the Charlie Kirk thing happened, and that was a big old thing. And then dude, I had an eventful day. You know what I mean? Dude, have you ever seen people on fentanyl, dude? Like really? Dude, go look at them online. They're like they stand out slumped over like this and shit. And they're not like, dude, I'm not. Fentanyl is just terrible, dude. It's so bad. Like people on fentanyl can't have a conversation, bro. Like No, dude, I'm not. I know I'm not going down the wrong path at all, bro. And then, dude, like naturally, I've always had heavy eyes, right? So, dude, even growing up, before I ever even smoked a joint, right? Kids would like growing up in high school and everything. Like if I went to a party with the kids from another school, they just automatically assumed I was a stoner because I have heavy eyes. But no, dude, I'm not on like trank or any of that hard shit, dude. No, not at all. Like I don't know. I don't share it very often, but like I lost my sister to fentanyl, guys. You know what I mean? I would never do fentanyl because I lost my sister to it back in 2016, and that was a really really hard time for me. So no, I would never ever do that to my mother. Ever do that to my mom. I just My thing is I just sometimes I just overwork myself, dude, and I work myself to the bone, and I hate when I go live and I'm tired because I just don't like the look. But I don't know. I try to just not like get heavy-eyed, but sometimes I can't help it. And also, I've watched this video so also when prepare for a live, guys, um I watch videos and I watch these videos a lot, right? So I've seen this video probably, I don't know, maybe 3 to 5 times. So I already know the video, so it's hard enough as it is like that. It's almost like kind of like sitting in a classroom when you were in school and you know how it just you get tired, bro. You get tired. Um but yeah, okay, anyway, continue. I just like to be honest with my followers. I love you guys and I appreciate your concern.
The parasites that are actually in the food that you're going to eat, just in case you have no choice. You might live in an area where you're like, hey, the only place I have to shop is this place over here. I don't have another choice. So what can I do? That's one of the things that you can do. Clean your food really well before you ingest it, okay? And I'm going
Oh
to get into
man, I'm sorry,
another
dude.
video I should make about what's really organic
Sorry to
food
hear
and
that,
what's
Steven.
not. Okay, that's another. That
I'm
was a great
sorry,
question,
brother.
by the way,
There's
whoever
nothing
sent
like
that.
no pain like it, bro.
Next one. Again, this had nothing to do with.
Yeah, there's no pain like it, bro, Steven. My sister, my sister here, let me bop myself back out here. And I'll just be a kind of little, you know, open with you guys. My sister was 25 and I always knew she was like her and her boyfriend, you know, they would dabble and stuff and like, you know, she was always a hippie style drug user, I guess you'd say. Um and I mean, dude, it was weird. Like she started smoking weed in like the 8th grade, like way before I did. But it's not like we were just like like stoners, you know. We were like, you know, we were productive in school. We were athletic, you know what I mean? She was really fast at running and stuff. But after high school, she got with this guy and I don't know. I never really cared for him much. I it's just he's one of those guys, dude. You know how you know those people that will just pathologically lie no matter what, even if they know you know they're lying, they'll continue to tell you the fib just because they can't literally help it within their being, dude. They can't help it. So he like was a pathological liar, and I couldn't stand that. And then they started doing drugs. I'll make it quick. And dude, like I didn't realize it, but they started going to the like another level, and it was before the fentanyl craze. Like she passed away right at the very beginning of it. Before they had Narcan and all that stuff to help. And he was with her, and I feel like he didn't do enough. He didn't get her to the hospital quick enough. He didn't call 911. It was at my mom's house in the basement. He drove up there into the hospital with the car, and they were fighting all day that day. So I thought like that was really odd, and just it was just a weird random thing. And it sucks, dude. But yeah, so I feel for you, Steven, dude. It's one of the toughest things, but I will say this: time heals everything, and you will be all right. You know, over time, you'll be all right. All right, no more ADHD. Back to the stream.
the video, but I just picked random questions. Is the Earth flat?
This is a good one. This is a good one.
Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get a lot of
Is the
flack
Earth
for
flat?
this one, and I know for a fact people are just gonna scroll, but that's fine. Yes, it is 100%. It's flat. Matter of fact, 1,000% it's flat. Working for the Department of Navy, I can assure you, it is definitely flat. The weaponry that we use, the technology that we have
For entertainment purposes only.
on the ships, all laser guided, trust me, wouldn't work on a ball. Let's just put it that way. It is a flat Earth plane. That's why you fly on an airplane. Okay,
Oh.
you live on a plane, a flat plane. Just so you know, open up your Bible. It will tell you in the Bible that the Earth is stationary. It does not move, and it's flat. It's in the Bible. Go look it up. Anyway, on to the next question.
Oh,
Again with the glasses.
he did it. He
What
said
do you
it.
know about DUMBs? Another great question. And if you don't know what DUMBs are, it's deep underground military bases. That's what DUMBs are. A lot of people have been talking about this on TikTok, of how the elites are running away and they're going to go hide under the ground because they know that this catastrophe is coming. Not true. Not true. Okay? They've been living underground the whole time.
What?
Okay? How do you think they travel? How do you think they get from the East Coast to the West Coast? Do you think they jump on an airplane like
the maglabs?
No. There's an underground monorail that takes them from California to New York in probably an hour or less.
Oh my
and there's
God.
a whole city underground, okay, with shopping centers and you name it, it's down there. I've actually seen the maps of this. I have an old one, and I also have an updated map, and I'll share that in one of my upcoming videos. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this topic. There are entrances to a lot of these underground facilities. A lot of them are built into mountainsides, and they just kind of open up magically. And you'll see trucks driving in there bringing supplies.
Mount
So if
Shasta.
you wonder where all your food is gone, your real food, because if a lot of people will drive through America and they'll say, I see cows and I see pastures and I see corn and I see food being grown. Yeah, but it's not for you, okay? Your food is coming out of a laboratory and their food is being grown naturally from the earth.
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
flat,
going
buddy.
to the underground facilities. It's not going to you in your local supermarket. Now, you can still get some natural meats and beefs and things, but you have to go to a farmer's market or like a real butcher shop, and I would even question that, to be honest. All right, let's go to the next one. I'm going to skip 7 and go to 8 and then go back to 7, okay? What can we do to avoid this or help ourselves? Another great question. I'm going to start with... Let's start with the basics, okay? This is going to start with your spirituality and your belief system, okay? What you believe.
Can't never go wrong there.
Your heart. If you believe in God like I do, He will always guide you in the right direction. He'll lead you to this video. He'll put certain people in your life for a certain reason, and I believe this 100%. Okay, what can you do? What you can do is participate in mental health. In other words, your mental and spiritual health will guide you to your answers. I'm not your guru. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know everything and give you every answer and, come off like I'm some kind of wizard or something, because I'm not. I just have information that I share with you people that you might not know about, or I'll validate things that...
So this guy is a former Navy intelligence officer who had a high security clearance. Here, you know what? I was going to look that up. I'm going to continue playing. There's a few minutes left of this. I'm going to find his name for you guys so you can go check him out.
Other people have spoken about, given my background, which is a whole nother video. I had a few other people ask me about my background, and maybe I'll go into that real quick before the end of this video. Okay, last question. What is the end game? Another great question. Control. The end game is control. So by 2027 or sooner, we will be on a digital platform. what you know now as currency or money or paper money or whatever will no longer exist. It will be on a digital platform. It'll all be done through AI. 100%. You will not be able
What?
to buy groceries. You will not be able to go to the doctor's office. You will not be able to do
That's
anything.
wild.
Matter of fact, you won't even be able to drive or travel, by the way. So this is very important that you need to understand that food, water, and shelter are the three main things that we all need to survive, besides family and compassion. That's really important, that people have compassion. I see that that's definitely lacking in our society today, although there are some good people out there. So, again, the end game is really control. It's coming. Whether you think you can avoid it or not,
That's
if you have
scary.
a chance to go off grid and live off grid, that would be a great plan. If not, I would get out of the United States like I did 3 years ago. So this video might be a little longer than I wanted it to be, but I did have several people ask about my background, and I didn't really want to make these TikTok videos about me or anything like that, but just a real quick snippet. My background is I grew up on the East Coast. I had a split family where I can't make this stuff up, but it's true. My mom was a lawyer and then turned judge, and then my father was actually worked at a bakery for my uncle for 30 years. My dad was a very honest and sincere person. He was a great father. However, if you Google my name, there's some connection on my father's side of the family out of New York. That's a whole nother video. If you do like stories like that, I have plenty of them for you. But we're getting off topic again. But just my background, I left the U.S. in 2022, I believe it was. I had an FBI friend of mine that came to me in 2014, 2015. Someone I grew up with, actually, that I went to school with. And he came up to me in 2015, I believe it was. And we were out just having a coffee one day, and he had said to me, hey, listen, if I were you, I would make sure that you get out of the United States by 2025. Now, being that I worked for the Department of Navy, and I had some information about certain things, we kind of coincided together and collaborated some certain things, but he was on point when he said that, about getting out of the United States by 2025. So my suggestion to you people would be to subscribe to my channel. There's going to be some upcoming videos. I'm going to go over certain topics. I'm going to stick to these topics, and hopefully that information will help you. So as of right now, I just wanted to answer some questions really.
That's if they don't shut him down, cause he's sharing some real shit, y'all. I mean, you know what I mean? You need to not answer to any of those Charlie Kirk assassination sympathizers saying you're on drugs. You do not, all these suspected plants, any type of response. Okay, yeah, for sure. That's a good point. That's a good point. I just, dude, I hate when people accuse me of that shit. It drives me nuts. They were so wrong for what they did today. Okay, so yes, I found his page, guys. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and what's his page name is okay, yep. So if you look up his name is, oh lordy. How can I do this? Here, I'll do this. I'll upload a picture here real quick for you guys. Bing bong. Airdrop to Night God Pro. Da-da-da-da-do. Okay, and then we're gonna ship it down there. Where are we at? OBS. Let's go. Show in folder. Let's go. Or don't. Let's go. Let's go. Bing. There it is. Okay, we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go transform, and then we're gonna go bing, fit the screen. Okay. Right here, y'all. is his name. Like I say, go through and watch parts 1 through it's like 6, I think. Here, I'm going to expand it for you guys a little bit. So it's Anthony Scotto is his name. Anthony Scotto. And his ticker on the TikTok is Anthony at Anthony.Scotto. And you'll find him. Yeah, I've been trying to like source my videos like on Facebook and stuff more as well. Just is nicer that way. Okay, we're gonna remove this. Bing. That video is donezo. And actually, shit, I kind of wanted to. I want to watch those. Let's see here. I mean, he pretty much says the same thing. He just says what he says about the grid, and infrastructure. Wow, just wow. I'm still baffled. I'm still mind blown about Charlie Kirk, guys. Ugh, that's hard to get out of my brain. That's so tough, man. Okay, let's do this. Speed video. Okay, that's a good one too. That is a good one. Ishowspeed video. What is this one? Okay, what is that? Okay. Oh, I did actually. Okay, here I'll just play it. I'll just play it. I did actually put his parts 1 through 6 in a compiled video version. So let's do that real quick.
Hey everyone, my name is Brooke and I'm here with a former Naval Intelligence Officer.
Oh yeah.
Mr. S, and he agreed
Mr.
to
S.
come spread awareness and information. So, there are a few questions I would like to ask you.
Sure.
Okay, so what is your background?
My background is I worked for the Department of Navy. I was stationed in Groton, Connecticut, which is a sub base on the east coast of the United States. And then after the Navy, I worked for a 3-letter agency, let's just say for 5 to
A 3-letter agency, you know what that means. Also, I just like to remind any newcomers into the chat or the live, if you donate and you type something, when you donate, it'll read out loud whatever you want. It's like a paid voice message or whatever y'all want to call it. So we're just reminding you guys of that. And yeah, let's continue. And I don't know where he moved to. I'm not sure.
6 years.
Okay, that's really interesting and very impressive. I was wondering.
I can't figure out whether the interviewer is like his daughter or it's like a young lassie or something. But she's not that good at it. But it's okay, you bear with it.
Do you still live in the United States?
No, I left the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did you? Really?
Yeah.
Why did you leave the U.S.?
Well, I left the United States because of the knowledge that I have and the information that I have.
And what would that be?
Well, I think it's important for the American people to finally hear the truth. There's so many videos and so much misinformation out there. I think they really need to know what's going on in their own country. And I left the United States personally because of many reasons, but one of the main reasons was it's going through what we can say is a rehabilitation, an economic rehabilitation that's going to probably hurt a lot of people. That would be one reason The next reason would be that, if you haven't noticed, the United States has not put any money into their infrastructure. Right? They're not fixing the roads. They're not fixing the bridges.
Right.
It just seems to me like even our power grid, there's no money being invested into the country as far as our infrastructure.
I agree.
Well, there's a good reason for that. You look at some of these other Asian countries, and even you look at China, it's all brand new. They put money into their infrastructure, etc., etc. Well, unfortunately, what people don't know is, if you notice right now, there's a lot of bad weather going on in the United States.
Yeah.
You've got tornadoes and floods and very unusual weather. And what people don't understand is where the United States is situated. It is going through, how can I put this? Pole shift might be the right word, but I'm not sure. But it's going to affect the United States. It's going to affect it in a way. But it's going to affect the United States. It's going to affect it in a way where, if you're along the coastline or you're anywhere down the Mississippi River, these would be places that I would stay away from. I would try to migrate myself into the center of the United States, stay away from coastlines and things like that.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of changes that are going to come to the U.S. demographically that people are unaware of, and this information is not being told to the public. That's why a lot of insurance companies have pulled out of a lot of states where you can't even get insurance in certain states in America right now. The insurance companies know this.
Yeah.
So they are basically pulling themselves back a little bit. Now, if you lived in small town, rural America, it'd be no problem getting insurance on your home.
Right.
But if you live on the coastline in Florida, you can't even get insurance, or even in places in California. Well, there's a reason for this, and it's not because it's high risk. There's other reasons behind that. So that was another reason why I left the United States.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And I'm sure we can get into that in another video, but
Right.
I do have another question.
She's terrible.
For you.
Sure.
What information do you have that American people should know for now? Like, what should they know?
There's a lot of information. It's going to be hard
She's
to
trying.
cover it all in one video. But, you know, it's hard to give people advice because everybody's in a different situation.
Right.
People have bills to pay, car payments, mortgage payments, families that are in schools and things like that. But before 2030, this is the best advice I can give to people back in the States. Before 2030, I would either A, try to relocate myself, or B, or both, become a little bit more self-sufficient, where you're not relying on supermarkets, government, big corporations, and things.
Are you guys leaving the are you guys leaving the chat because of the Bible rhetoric? Because I could put a stop to that. Is it obnoxious here? Is it getting too much? Can we slow down on the Jesus stuff, guys? I believe in Jesus. I know he's real. I know he's here and stuff, but sometimes, just ease up on, overdoing it for me, please, and thank you. I don't want people to leave the chat.
Things like that.
Okay.
So I know that doesn't cover it a lot in detail, but
Yeah, it's a little. Yeah,
I understand. There's only so much you can say on this platform, and I'm trying to get the information out to people without getting a video. Let's just say this is for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
All right?
And I appreciate that, and thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for accepting it, and
Well, you're quite welcome.
thank you for your time, and hope to see you another time. I know you have a lot of information to give.
Yeah, this won't be the
So-
last video. I'm sure there'll be other videos we
Yeah.
can do together. And
Yes.
Honestly, it's this interview and it's like dynamic that made me kind of like, are they just totally faking it? But I really don't think they are. I think she's just really like, I think he wanted to make a TikTok and do this divulging of his information that he knows from his experience in the Navy. But I think that they were just trying like an interview format and she was just horrible at it. I mean, terrible at it. Um, like you can tell she's not even really interested in anything that he's saying, really. Like she's just trying her hardest to seem that way. You know what I mean? But yeah. Um, so I think that that was his idea because he thought maybe the information would go viral. But yeah, he just didn't have anybody around that was worth a crap at interviewing. Okay. So we got everybody got him, got his page or whatever. Cause 3, 2, 1, go, he's gone. Okay, so I got good videos. I'm feeling a little more awake now. I got a little hydrated, a little ice chewing action. I don't know if anybody else is an ice chewer, but I love ice. Oops, here I don't want to do that, but okay, what do we got here? We got ancient building, Utah. What is this sea creature? End of the world. That was a wild one. Ukraine drones. This one was crazy. Ukraine drones was. UFO. This one's been going real quick. This one's been going pretty viral here. Well, kinda. Some platforms will let you play this type of stuff. Others won't. Others will shadow ban the hell out of it. So we got right. Bink. No, not that one. Where is it? Right here. Bing. Watch this, fam. Wild.
One of the noisiest nights since I've been here.
Listen to this shit, fam.
It's 2:30 a.m. and many people in the hotel I'm in are leaving. They must be going to the shelter. I don't know where the nearest shelter is, but yeah. Look, I thought the streets would be a little bit busier with people making their way out and about. It is curfew, no one's allowed out, but I think you are allowed outside to go to a shelter. But yeah, I haven't heard it this bad since I've been in Ukraine. They're non-stop. Fuck. Jeez. Hopefully they get the fuck up. There are, there are explosions happening out everywhere, but, they're just not right where you are or where I am at the moment. It's crazy. That one's getting closer. That one sounds like it's getting close. Absolutely nuts.
Did you all know drones were this loud? Like,
Sometimes you can hear 2 or 3 at the same time, it sounds like. So sometimes you hear two at the same time. One there's an explosion for, the other one there isn't. So I'm guessing one might be a dummy, one with no explosives, because they do sometimes send them when, you know, there's decoys, they call them, decoys. So I think sometimes, you know, they must be sending 2 together. One's a decoy and one's the actual explosive.
he's in Ukraine. This is Russia. Russian drones in Ukraine. So what they'll do is they'll use one drone as a decoy. They'll fly them in pairs. One's a decoy, one has the explosives.
Hopefully they got him.
I mean, these drones aren't literally, they aren't propeller chopper style drones. These drones are gnarly, dude. They're fast as hell. Whoa, that one's getting close, boy. That's crazy. Wow.
We have fucking Cracker Night in the territory, you know, Territory Day.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking doesn't compare to this fucking shit. No fucking way. You watch the news tomorrow morning, this will be a new record for the number of fucking drones that are hitting us here in Kyiv. How fucking close is that getting?
I think sometimes we forget how lucky we are to live in the United States. You know what I mean? So, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but if you're doing too much of the God stuff, guys, I'm putting you in timeout. So if you aren't able to comment, it's not a full length timeout. It's just a short period of time. I'm not even sure what it is, but I just don't like, you know, I don't even think that I don't even think it anti-psyop or anybody that's bothered by the God stuff. I don't think it's necessarily they don't believe in God and stuff like that, but where it gets where it actually has a reverse effect that you want it to have by pushing it and understand and like spreading the word or whatever is when it's repeated over and over and over again, and then people get it's not even that they're offended. I think they're just like, you know, they read the first message and they get it, you know what I mean? And I don't think that's necessarily because they don't believe in God. I just think sometimes that, you know, like just cramming it down people's throats is, and you know, it sucks because in society today, like, people have been taught to more like almost like, I don't know. But I get where they're coming from. I get where they're coming from. So just take it easy. Anyhow, let's move on to this is a good video here. I wanted to show you guys this one. Actually, I'm going to show you this one first and then I'm going to go to the second one. Excuse me. I'm not chewing ice anymore, guys. Oh. Oops, I spilt a little. I didn't think I had that much milk in it. Hold on. Whoops. Freaking jackass. Anyhow. All right. That was honeycombs, by the way. Okay. UFO takes out. This has been circulating because it went in front of Congress. Hold on, make sure I'm on my mute. Hold on, I'm off mute. Okay. Yeah, so this got presented to Congress. Bing. And y'all, it's pretty wild. It's one of the first videos they've released that actually shows a what's that one? Okay, that's coming up. UFO actually taking out a modern day Hellfire missile. You know what I'm saying? I try to do greater works than these, not beating folks with the words of these kings of England. Okay. Southwest Detroit in the house. What up? I got some people with that. Yeah. That was funny though, right? I'm like, guys, look. Freaking spilled it everywhere. Freaking wagon. All right. Oh, good fun. W take. Okay. UFO takes out Hellfire missile. This is good footage, guys. I really dug this footage. Let's make sure. I think I'm gonna have to unmute it. Let's just play it so it can show us which one it is. Right there. Bing. Pause. Bing. Let's take her back. Bing. Redo.
A video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe. This was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does. A video that I've been given. And as before it starts, I'm going to describe. This was taken October 30th of 2024. This video is of an MQ-9 drone tracking an orb, or this object, off the coast of Yemen. You'll see that another MQ-9 launched a Hellfire missile. That you cannot see that drone, and so I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll see exactly what it does. This is when it zoomed out, so you can still see it traveling. So, Mr. Knapp, do you have you heard about, events like this occurring? And what information might you have?
I have heard about events like this. I have heard about this event. Jeremy Corbell and I talked about it in one of our episodes a while back. We did not have the video, though. There are servers where There's a whole bank of these kind of videos that Congress has not been allowed to see, that the public hasn't been allowed to see. Occasionally, some of that stuff gets out in the wild and it comes our way. It should be going to you. The public should be seeing this stuff. And why you're not allowed to, I don't know. But that's a Hellfire
Get off
missile
your knees when
smacking
you're
into
done.
that UFO and just bounced right off. And it kept going.
It kept going, and it looks like the debris was taken with it.
Yeah. What the hell is that? What?
So again,
Talk about kissing ass. And by the way, I'm not jealous. I'm not hating or anything like that. But who the fuck is Jeremy Corbell? And what makes him so qualified? Because I just don't, who is he, bro? Where did he come from? Like, is he an industry plant? I don't even know. I'm just so baffled by him. It's like, dude, I swear I've been in the game longer than him, bro. He just all of a sudden becomes from some like wannabe Hollywood director to a freaking goddamn alien expert. It's freaking frustrating. What makes you king, bro? What makes you so great? I don't know. It's just funny to me, kind of. I seen something like that not too long ago. It's like he went from like trying to shoot, like shooting third-rate freaking movies, for Hollywood, and now he's some odd UFO expert out of the blue. Like, I mean, I wouldn't call myself like I'm not scientifically studied on this subject, okay? But bro, if it was all I was doing was UFO stuff and alien stuff, for one, I always just look at it like it's funny to me because they're doing all these congressional hearings and they're having this all big discussion. Dude, they've been knocking our missiles out of the sky since JFK was in office, dude. Are we really still talking about that? Like, they've been doing that for years, dude. Decades, bro. Decades. And now we got one missile, Hellfire missile, dude. When are they going to realize it doesn't matter what the missile is? It doesn't matter the weapon. It does not matter. Unless we somehow could gather their tech from them, reverse engineer it. And I do believe we've gotten there. I'm pretty sure that we're there. I think more or less we have these craft. Absolutely. I think we as the military, our military, have these craft that can go, that run off that 0 point energy and they can go the speed of light. But let's not get it twisted. Even if we have those craft readily available, probably obviously not in mass, but like in a certain fleet maybe, it's because they're letting us. They being the aliens. It's because they're allowing us to do it. You know what I thought about the other day? That kind of like made me think a little bit, like kind of blew my mind. And like I said, dude, I look at these guys and dude, like I just can't. When you just know, I don't know, like, dude, I'm not like I don't know it all, absolutely, but I just know the reality of where we set in the universe, in this realm, like to a point, our history, a lot of our history, and dude, it just cracks me up because like all these people online, dude, and and I hate to say it, but like especially a lot of the guys who are scholars in the fields of study, like archaeology and ancient Egypt and just ancient artifacts and the timeline of humanity and all this and that. And I'm just like it just cracks me up how hardcore they stand on the hill that they're right about all this shit. When, frankly, nobody really knows exactly the history, but I'm telling you right now, they don't even begin to know a freaking like tenth of it. And they're all these big studies, Junker Dryas, and this, You guys don't even realize you don't know. Like, they don't know, bro. Like, and it's just funny because, like I said, I've been seeing oh, mini Minute Man, which I am not bad mouthing. Milo, I think he has a great channel. I like Milo a lot, and I don't have any qualms with Milo. Uh, I can appreciate what he's doing, 100%. And he's very, very intelligent. So he's somebody that he's just that type of guy you wouldn't want to debate with because he's with it and he's, and it sucks at the same time because, you know, they're backing all their stuff with what our textbooks say, right? Um, so they feel more validated than, say, Graham Hancock, who stands by that he believes that there was a super advanced civilization before the last ice age. And, you know, it doesn't even go that far back. The super advanced civilization. This super advanced civilization was the root race before us. It was the Anakim and the giant, or it was the Tartarians. It was the Tartarians. The Anakim, bred with human women, created Tartarians. Tartarians reigned for 5,000 years. Got a super advanced tech by finding and stealing and using the technology from the Greys and the other people, or the other ones, the custodians. So that's how that went. And then the custodians were off fighting the Anunnaki while we had a 5,000 year reign on this planet. That's when it was free electricity. The infrastructure was beautiful. It was immaculate everywhere. The infrastructure, just the world fairs, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of infrastructure I'm talking about, was here prior to them destroying it so we wouldn't have questions. You know what I'm saying? What? Bye what? Bro, I have read something. I guarantee I'm right. You can be indoctrinated all you want. Read all you want, bro. Read all you want. You have no idea. And it's just so funny to me how people on this planet today like think that they're so advanced, like there's just nothing prior to us that could have been so great. Well, I'm here to tell you they were, and they smoked us in technology. Not even close, bro. Not even close. We're under in it's not even we're not even in their realm. They smoked us in technology, bro. They did. And they actually ruled this planet for 5,000 years before they were dethroned by the Anunnaki and the custodians. And now they're at the ancestral lands. They're not, on this planet anymore. And that's how the story went. And then they ended up losing, like I said. They got then the flood took place. The flood was only the mud flood was recent. It was only in the late 1600s, early 1700s was the last flood on Earth. And I mean, people can believe what they want, but here's the facts: is this is all coming from the source of somebody whose father left in the Revolutionary War era, late 1700s, and actually sailed down to Antarctica and past Antarctica and found lands with other people on it, but they were a little taller. The Iron, they call it, well, in like a Florida magazine, they called it the Iron Republic, but basically lands beyond. That not only have the lands beyond been documented in that case, right? You have the Olaf Johnson case as well, documented in his book. And then you have the Navigator, documented, Lands Beyond. And then now we have the Polynesian ancestors, also have a story of the Lands Beyond. So that's one more documentation that it actually does exist. That's 3. And I'm sure there's more that will come to light sooner or later. But yeah, so it's not that it hasn't been documented. It's just that like it's just that we are so sure of ourselves as humans because that's just what we've been spoon fed, you know. And then we're so arrogant that every civilization prior to us saw Earth as this way, this certain way, and we come in and NASA comes up with this other theory that's different than every other civilization that existed on Earth prior to us. But we don't go like this. We don't go, could we be wrong? Because they all said it was this way. No, we go, we're more superior because we figured out that it's a ball, even though every other civilization before us knew what it was. But we think we're superior because we found something different out. Like that's how just brainwashed like they've got us, you know what I mean? Like to truly think that we're I mean, and until we replicate a pyramid, I mean, what can we say? I mean, we can't even replicate those. And if we could, we would have already. I mean, I just don't understand people's it's funny. I truly just don't know, you know what I mean? What's that? We don't even know the ocean. We do know quite a bit of the ocean, but yeah, it's obvious. Too much evidence of Tartaria. I mean, look at the infrastructure. Look at it. It's just not in the mud flood. It's a real thing. I mean, you can go look at the buildings. You can see the level where the mud was. You can start digging and continuous like they've dug up all those buildings. Then they had the world fairs. I mean, dude, it's after a while, like when you do this like for a living, you just know and figure it out, dude. It's common sense after a while. That's why it's like I just think it's so funny like how these people just like get this education, you know, and they just want to die by that education. Like there's nothing outside of that education, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I just think I see this battle going on online between pseudoscience, you know, cuz everything outside of scope of conventional archaeology is pseudoscience. It's you know, fantasy or just pseudo. It's bullshit, you know. It's fake. It's not real science, you know what I mean? It's just like I don't understand the concept of that. I just don't get it. Why can't there be any new ideas? Why can't there be anything that's outside of the conventional norm of thinking? Like and I get it, like they have supposedly proven that all these things were built in this certain way and that certain way and da 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 da. I mean, certain things you guys just it's like it can't be proven. You're just pretty much guessing as well. I mean, aren't you? I mean, sure, okay. You can see, you know, artifacts and you know, tool marks and fine tools and you know, I'm sure there's documentation sometimes, you know, old maybe books or parchments that have certain things on them. But I don't know. It's just to me, it's like everybody's like, hey, everybody from the archaeology community hates on Graham Hancock like heavy because I guess he's not a conventional archaeologist. He's not, you know, necessarily educated based on a university education. But the guy is obviously not stupid, and he I think he was a journalist. I don't know, but I just think it's funny because I sit back and I watch these guys, and they're all wrong. They're all wrong. They're all wrong, and not to a, like an extreme, but to a degree, they're all pretty wrong. Um, they think it's much older than it is. Civilization. It's not. It's not as old as I mean. It's old, but it's not as old as they think it is. Uh, they won't admit also that the land masses that we currently have on our planet were once absolutely living organisms, and very big ones. That's just obvious. That's just obvious after a while. Like, not everything can be pareidolia. You know what I mean? Like, after a while, you see this pattern after this pattern after this pattern. It's like, dude, it's not always pareidolia. Eventually, you got to use your common sense and think, okay, these look like this looks like this landmass looks like this. They all look the same. They all look the same to, like, general design, and same shape and same. And it's like, dude, I was watching Mud Fossil the other day on Google Earth. Dude, Mud Fossil, he breaks it down so freaking cool, dude. Like, he literally broke this one dragon down to where he was showing you the shit, the piles, like the stream of shit that came out of that dragon when it died was still, like, petrified in the landmass. And you could literally see the streamline of shit out of it that came out of it as soon as it died. I'm like, dude, holy fucking crap. You're not even, dude, that's like legit. Like, I'm looking at it like, how the fuck, like, why did you think that? But you're right. It's just like, holy shit, dude. Some of the stuff he says and sees, dude, is wild, wild shit. But yeah, no, it's so much deeper than people think. And, like, it's crazy too, because our world is just so much more fantastical than people think as well. Like, people think Bigfoot couldn't be real, like werewolves couldn't be real. And there was a time where I never thought Bigfoot was real either. And there was a time where I was mind blown by the thought of a werewolf. But all any of those creatures are, a lot of them are hybrids built by either previous civilizations like the Atlanteans or Lemurians, or extraterrestrial entities they just cross and splice in DNA and genes and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just like that stuff. It's just mind blowing, but it's so. I just do, like, someday I long for the day that we are truly free and we can truly just seek outside of, where we are, and then see these fantastical things and see these things that are just so beyond our comprehension, right? I mean, some of the stuff out there, guys, is insane, dude. It's insane. I mean, dude, I just couldn't even imagine seeing some of the stuff. It'd be crazy. We're very isolated species, and we're very I don't know why they keep us that way, but they keep us very, very isolated from the other lands. I hope so. I got in my backyard with a straight up giant tree person. Hey, cool. I believe that. With the Russian missile strike? Oh, yeah, sure. Yep. I'll quit babbling. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to keep babbling. It's just funny when people, like, I just think it's funny, dude. Like, when people tell me to, like, read or research or and stuff, dude, because, bro, it's what I do for a living, bro. And I do believe, like, I've seen and done and connected so many dots, dude, over the years. Like, after a while, dude, like, because I had a hard time with flat Earth. I had a hard time with the firmament and all that stuff. Like, I combated that. I wanted to believe that we sure hell did land on the moon. Not in 1969, but even later. I for sure thought that was for sure we landed on the moon at some point in time. I still sometimes am shaky on that. Like, sometimes I still ain't so sure we didn't, but I don't know. This one, though, is pretty wild. Okay, hold on here. I want you. This is one you gotta hear. Bing, bong, bing. Shit. Where is it? Russian bomber. I'm gonna do Ukraine drones down. UFO. Yeah, that UFO missile thing was pretty cool. But like I said, they've been doing that for so long. They act like it's some big old freaking ordeal. What the hell is it? Russian bomb right there. Check this out, guys. And I am starting to get a little heavier eyed. I've done pretty good keeping my eyes open, but I am starting to get tired. Okay, here we go. There's nothing. This is crazy. Yeah, look when this bomb hits, and wait and listen to when it gets by him. There it goes. It just exploded. I mean, that was a few seconds, dude. That was probably quite a ways away. Wow, look at the lightning it's creating. That's crazy. Look at it, like darkening the sky and everything. What?
Вот это разорвало.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one.
Ты шо? Вот это рвануло.
Okay. Yeah, crazy stuff, right? That thing is wild. Okay, I want to show this last one before I get too tired. Okay, I want to show you this video of Ishowspeed getting some a witch, I guess, maybe, or a, type thing, a witch or a demon type thing, tries to, I think she's trying to harvest his luck and energy. Like, I truly believe that she's trying to draw his successful energy from him, or either that, or she's trying to open up a door for a demon attack. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I will tell you this about Speed. He's hold on. He can be childish at times, very much so. I get that. He definitely does that for the stream. But his intellect and he's wise beyond his years, for sure. His bullshit meter and instincts. Watch this. This is crazy, guys. Oh, hold on. Oops, I forgot. Yep, hold on. Bing, bing. So I think I swear he's in Miami or something like that right now. I'm not exactly sure 100%. But you know how he's doing that cross country thing, and he's going across the United States, live streaming and all that. So, okay, hold on here. Let me Russian bomb. Bink. Speed videos. Okay. This should work now. Bada bing.
Wait, I need this. Hey. Hold on, I'll be right back. Hey,
Turn it down a little bit.
Nice to meet you as well. We are going to give you a blessing.
God damn, I left it up there. That's what I need. What's that?
Big old stove.
Hello.
Yo, hey.
Mama Donna.
Hey, mama.
I'm not a hand.
Mama down.
Bring it in, baby.
Harry, come here.
Welcome. Now is the time to have a little research.
Yes.
Just relax.
I think I forgot my shit. It's at the yes.
Listen to let's just really pay attention to what she says at times, and your spidey senses will be tingling on her.
A balancing and a blessing. So you continue on this important journey. You're doing big things. You're doing big things. So let's get in alignment and send you off in a good way.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's go.
Are sitting here. Right here. All right. So.
Well, we have to get back to this later. I got something else to do. You know, that's to meet you as well. You know, going absolutely. Hey. Hey, hey,
How are
hey.
you? I'm Zoe.
Hey, Zoe. Nice to meet you.
Sorry, you couldn't hear me. But you could hear the two videos overlapping each other. What I do is, a lot of times for YouTube, I overlap the same video, silence the one behind the one, expand it, and then blur it. So it looks kind of like the same color scheme, but it's blurred and it fills the whole screen. And apparently, I didn't mute the blurred video in the back that I even looks apparently like I forgot to blur as well. Let me see here. But I know I got the good one. Hold on, guys, and I'll kick us right back to where we were, because this is a good video. You'll want to see it.
It's a time to have a little reset. Yes. Just relax. So let's get in alignment and see you up in a good way.
Okay, I got it now. What a bummer. Oops. Hold on here. Okay. Here, hold on. I'm going to play something else here real quick, guys. Sorry, hold on. And while I prepare this other video here. Ancient building, Utah. Creepy dude in a cave. I had another longer video. End of the world. This is a crazy ass video, y'all. This is crazy. Spooky. I don't even know. I can't believe this guy even does this. Okay. Bing. Audio capture. Okay, I'm just gonna play it for a second to find the old sound. Right there it is. Bing. Bing. Bing.
Absolutely the worst case scenario, and I believe this is how my friend died 9 years ago. We used to always come out here together, and we always made a pact that we wouldn't come out here by ourselves, or if it was foggy. You have to time it perfectly to get to the edge of the world. It's 2.2 miles almost exactly. And out here, the waves come from all different sides. It can be coming from the left, from the right, from behind you, in front of you. So there's no coordinates. We have our phones, which have our compass on it, but you don't get reception out here. So you have an actual manual compass. This particular day, I was unprepared. I wasn't planning on going out on the flats. I had been up all night. I was in a bad mood, and I just figured, the tide was going out, not coming in. I was very ill prepared, and I got all the way out to the edge of the world. I made it. First break, second break, third break, all those long stretches of deeper water, tons of marine life all around me, and I got out there. I got to the edge of the world. I could see a boat right off the edge of the world. And so I knew I was there because the boats are in the deeper water. They know where to go because it's all, sectioned off with the buoys. Right here, I'm at the edge of the world. I was excited. I'm like, okay, I made it. And now I have to do a beeline because every second counts when you're on the edge of the world. And so here I am starting to walk back in. I'm pretty sure I have, the right bearings. And but yet again, I didn't have my compass. At this point, I'm soaked. My hair, my beard, everything is soaked. I can't use my phone only to record. I couldn't even swipe out of recording to try to make a phone call, even though I knew I had no reception. I'm doing a 360 right here because I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going, but it's so foggy you can't see more than like 30 feet in front of you. So here I think it's Morris Island, Monomoy Reserve, I'm pretty sure. So I'm using that as my guide, and I start walking back in, and I was going for quite a while, and then to my horror, I realized when I got about 45 minutes, which I thought was in, I was actually had turned around.
Oh my God.
And I was walking back out to the edge of the world. 45 minutes out here, wasted time. It's almost guaranteed death. It really is, because the tides rise so quickly out here. And it was terrifying. And, you know, there's no phone reception for Coast Guard. The fishermen, even if you scream and you happen to hear their boats going by, they can't hear you. And it was literally terrifying. This is the closest I ever came to really feeling like I was gonna perish on the flats, on the common flats. And it was literally terrifying. And I did make it back in, but it was a close one. And by the time I got to the last break, it was well over my head. And I just swam like a maniac with everything I had, and I made it to shore. But I will never forget it as long as I live. And I will never mistake. I'll never make the same mistake again either. Ever. This is what makes the common flats so extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty wild, though. I got movies or videos for days. Alien video, that's a weird one. Oh, these were good. These were good. It's a building in Utah. Wait, where's the other one? There was another one. Yeah, let's try this. And I'm going to get back to speed as well. Hold on here. Ping. Ping. Okay. Yeah, Bigfoot. Creepy dude. Go on, where are you at? I just skipped it. Is that a heli? This is crazy. I think Bigfoot's aware of the camera. Crazy homeless guy living in the woods. That's funny. Dude, that would be the most horrifying thing. What's going on, guys? Your screen froze? That's funny. Why did it do that? Timeout. Okay. Yeah, that was a crazy one. So, dude, I got another story to tell about Bigfoot, too. I stumbled across the craziest Bigfoot story the other day, again, on YouTube, that I got to retell because, y'all, it's wild, bro. Like, the level of intelligence and just some of the stories of people's encounters with these things is just like, whoa. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Okay, so got there, girl in the woods, old man, reptilian gases, creepy dude cave. Okay. All right, so let's do the speed video and then I got to wrap it up, guys. I'm getting so tired. It's just really, it's a good video, so I want to watch it here. Show you guys here. Bing. Come on, OBS. Boom. Gonna shrink her down here. Bing. Bong. Oops, hold on. Turn it down. Because for some reason, when you drop your videos in OBS, it just automatically starts playing. And I could not figure out how to get that to stop. Irritating. Okay, this will be, that's pretty good size there. Yeah, dude. Just, you know, I could tell, like, Speed is like, his spidey senses are going off. Like, as soon as she gives him a hug inside, like, her just energy is off. It's all wrong. And I think Speed pretty much, he plays along for the stream, but he picks up on it, like, almost immediately. So, check this out.
Hey.
How are you? I'm Zoe.
Hey, Zoe. Nice to meet you.
All right, y'all. Last video.
Nice to meet you as well. We are going to give you a blessing on this tour.
That's what I need.
All right, folks, check this out. This is Ishowspeed, and he has an encounter while touring in Miami with somebody who people think was trying to steal his aura. He ends up running into this lady that wants to give him some sort of psychic reading. She's like an intuitive or something like that. She calls herself by a certain name. You'll see here in a second. But anyway, as she's doing this reading, watch her vibes, watch what she says, see how pushy she is, and I don't know. I can't tell if she has good or bad intentions. That's where I'm coming to you guys because I know I'm leaning one way or the other. Do you think she was good or bad? Do you think she was trying to steal his energy? Because it's on 10 right now and he's making all kinds of money and he's very successful and he's just, you can see he has a big old cigar. He's vibing out and he's really embracing his success. Do you think she's trying to steal some of that? Do you think she's trying to steal some of that aura? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to stop and narrate here and there and kind of point things out for you guys as we go. But yeah, this video is pretty crazy. See what he does. And you always got to be watching your back.
That's what I need. It's that.
Do you mind taking your shoes off?
Hello.
Hey.
Mama Donna.
Hey, Mama.
I'm not a handshaker. Bring it in, baby.
Yes.
Right there. So notice how as soon as he walks through the door, she introduces herself but says, no handshakes, hugs. What's she doing there? I believe she's instantly trying to vampire his energy. And let me tell you something. Don't underestimate Speed just because he's young. That boy is wise beyond his years. He'd have to be in the game he is. There's a lot of people out there that are jealous of him. He has to protect himself at all times. So I can tell that hug, he wasn't feeling it. He instantly put his antennas up like, something ain't right. He sniffed it out immediately. He plays along for the stream, but the whole time, just check him out.
I know you've been having a day.
Good
day.
Yes.
Welcome. Now is the time to have a little reset.
Yes.
Just relax a little bit with me and you're going to get a chakra reading.
Yes.
A balancing and a blessing. So you continue on this important journey. You're doing big things. You're doing big things, right?
I am.
So let's get in alignment and send you off in a good way.
Let's do it.
All right?
Let's go.
Are sitting here. Right here. Uh-oh. All right, so. Speed.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
How you doing?
Doing absolutely beautiful.
Oh, right on. So I am a Reiki master and a life doula, intuitive, and we're going to get your chakras balanced. So this is a special reading that I do where all you need to do, well, the first thing is just be open.
Be open.
I know we got a lot of people out there watching in this journey, and I know the messages that are going to be coming through for you are universal. Right? How do we stay calm? You're doing something really special and different.
Best.
Hasn't been done before.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You have a beautiful platform.
Yes.
You have a lot of people looking at you.
Spot on.
Absolutely. I'm going to admit that I did not know who you were.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is even better. But I love, from the little bit that I saw, because I try not to look too much, I love how you spread joy.
Thank you.
And that is something that's very, very important
Yes.
in the world that's going on today with
Yes.
the wars, the politics, and everything. That you're out here spreading joy.
Yeah.
You have a mission probably bigger than you know. As you grow and mature, you will know even more.
Yes.
So what I like to do, and I want you to get comfortable here. We're at the beautiful home of my dear friend Amanda, who's another amazing healer. She was wonderful enough to let us use her space here so we can get this done quickly. So here, I have a few things special. I work with crystals, and I work with a particular type of crystal, which is this one called the Andara. Actually, I'm going to give you a little one to hold. They come from very few regions of the world. These here are particularly from California, but I have also some from the motherland, from the Congo. And with these crystals, they do a lot of work for me and for you. The only thing you have to do is just to be open and say yes.
Okay.
And as we work together, as we co-create this experience,
Right there. That's where I'm done. Right there is where she says,
Okay.
because we have free will. That is her clearing herself of any karmic retribution for doing what she's about to do. That's her saying, you are choosing to do this. This is your choice. I will not get bad karma for what I'm about to do. You hear this talked about often. A certain group has to show you what they're going to do to you before they do it type situation.
Have you ever had a reading before?
Yes. No, I haven't.
So they gave you a surprise today, right?
Yeah, like I'm kind of scared.
Do I look scary?
No, it's just like.
Okay, so that's the first.
Wait. I wasn't completely honest. Completely honest.
Okay, talk to me.
You don't look scary, but you kind of do.
Okay.
But not in a mean way.
Okay.
It's just
Is it intimidating?
a little bit.
Oh, it's okay.
Now like your face doesn't look scary.
Right.
It's just like, it's not. I wouldn't say scary. See, I'm kind of wearing this wrong.
That's okay.
I'm kind of wearing this wrong.
As they come, I don't take any offense. Where's the camera? Take any offense.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
so awkward.
I understand why they're having you do this. And from what the little bit I saw today, I thought it's a good time to do it, right? So what you're gonna do, the only thing you have to do is pick a crystal, because each crystal here is related to a chakra. Do you know what the chakras are?
Yeah, like Naruto. Like your chakra, like Naruto.
The chakra. So chakra is the Sanskrit word for wheel. So we have these energetic wheels throughout our body. We have ones that walk with us, from above that connects us to the cosmos. And then we also have ones below us that connect us to the earth. And then we have crown. This is what connects us to the divinity. We have a third eye. It's the truth, how we see. Right? So when we have a third eye open, we're seeing the truth of the situations. When you hear they say it is what it is.
Yeah, she might be a
that's
succubus.
some third eye. Not what we want it to be. Not what we're conditioned. Right? Then we have the throat. It's our expression.
Yep.
How do you express yourself? And the best we can do in this evolution of life is be the most authentic.
Wait, where's mine?
Which is.
He's slick with it.
Wait, I need this thing for my stream. Hold on, I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
She's like, no, you
Damn, I
won't.
left it up there.
He's smart though, dude.
Yo, Harry.
That could have really messed him up.
Harry, come here. Come here, Harry. I think I forgot my shit. It's at the... Hold on.
What you forget?
Where my shit at?
What you looking for?
Hold on. Mute.
He's at mute.
Well, we have to get back to this later. I got something else to do.
What do you all think? What was she trying to do? Was she black magic? Was she witch? Was she actually a good and she just fumbled because she was on stream in front of a bunch of people? What do you all think? I know what I think. I think she was trying to do something scandalous and shady for sure. Let me know in the comments.
Hi.
What do you guys think? Was she shady? Did something smell? I'm getting what I deserve. I'm reaping what I sow. Looks like you guys drove everybody out of my chat. Dude, one thing I'll say, like, about you, my YouTube followers and stuff, you guys are awesome because, like, you guys are, like, and I love every one of you. I love Facebook, too. And I love my one Twitcher. Twitch Soldier, you're awesome, too. You guys just always stay so consistent and stuff. Like YouTube, like, I'm missing like a hundo. I'm missing like 100 people, but it's been 163 the whole night. Like, you all stick around. You're like loyal. You're like loyal, true followers and friends, and I appreciate every one of you guys. Oh, hold on. You can't even see me, but you can hear me, but you can't see me. All right, guys. Love you all. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. A life taken way too early. Just, there are no words. There are no words. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. That's a tough one. That's a tough pill to swallow, dude. You know, and it's just amazing, like, how empathetic you can feel for somebody you don't even really know. You know what I mean? It's such a bummer, man. Oh, it's such a bummer. And it never has to come to that. I hope his family can find peace, his beautiful wife and his 2 beautiful daughters, and I hope that they do something special to make his legacy live on, and I pray for everybody in his life that was close to him, man. One thing I will say for certain is that he definitely set his wife and children up so they'll never have to work a day in their life if they don't want. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. I know it does. It has a sick sense of humor, and that all goes back to what I was talking about earlier, like, you know, the Tartarians, the truly free people of this planet. It just all goes back to that, you know, the evil killing dirt crap that takes place in this country is totally preventable. Totally preventable. But yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And I know we're going to be seeing a lot of him here in the next couple days. And his people will be in our thoughts and prayers. And love you guys. Loved talking to you guys about it tonight and everything else. So thank you for stopping out. I love all of you. Every one of you are awesome. And keep on keeping on. Stay in the love. Stay in the light. Be kind to others, you guys. Out.